Hey Facebook, it is Thursday afternoon. We are almost to the end of our week. I hope your week is going amazing. My name is Missy Ballison with Missy Ballison Fitness here in Sandpoint, Idaho. I work with women in my women-only studio that my husband built for me on our property. And here I help perimenopausal and menopausal women get strong, and I teach them how their body works so that they can live the best life looking forward and hopefully minimize some of the symptoms of menopause. So today I wanted to share with you something that I learned from one of my clients. This was such a cool thought, and I love how she articulated it. I'll probably butcher it a little bit because there was so much heart behind what she said. And I wanted to share it with you. I'll give you a little background of, this gal. So she just recently joined my program, and she has gone through a year of really, really hard stuff, hard relationship stuff, divorce, just a long, difficult relationship. And she said this was so great. This was kind of actually what she said sort of embodies what I feel when we're here at the gym, but I've never been able to really put it in words, and I love how she worded it. So she was talking about how, she's learned a lot in the last year going through what she's been through and being in a toxic relationship. And she said that she would like, since she's just getting back started, she joined our Fit Beginnings program, and she's just getting back into fitness. And she would like to have her physical journey here with her, she would like her emotional journey that she has taken over the last year and the things that she's learned through counselors and just becoming aware of the situation she was in, and realizing that she's okay and that she's gonna be okay. She wants to use this new journey in her fitness to kind of pair with this emotional strength that she's been getting. So she wants to pair up her emotional strength with her physical strength. And I just thought that was such an awesome way to kind of just like do it all together and combine them, and to be able to see herself as a really strong woman that she is. She's a very strong woman, to go through the things that she's been through, and to continue on and to keep persevering. And when you've been married a long time and you have to start life all over, that's a huge thing. Sorry, I'm having something weird going on with the hair today. And so that's simple. That's all I really wanted to say, was that I just love that thought. Okay, I just thought of 20 other things to say, so I'm going to say it. Okay, so this is a, I think the reason I resonated with this so much is that this is a tip that I use with my clients when it comes to creating a new habit, is to find a trigger for that habit. And this is kind of what she did, is that her, this coming into the gym, or this, I had a little pause in my service. Creating a trigger that helps you to remember that you're doing a new thing and helps to solidify the new thing. And that can be something like, when you walk through the doors of the gym, knowing that is, so let's say this is a new program for you and you walk through the doors of your gym, letting it be more than just walking through a physical threshold, letting it be walking through this mental threshold of maybe you've got a very stressful life going on, and your goal in life has been to, or for your health has been to mitigate your stress and to learn how to relax a little bit. Maybe physically walking through the threshold of the gym doors is your trigger to say, this is where I take care of myself. Maybe I've been stressed out taking care of everybody else, but the minute I walk through these doors, that's the trigger. And then starting those thoughts about taking care of yourself. Now, you're physically taking care of yourself here when you go to the studio, but also then remembering, maybe when I exit the studio, that crossing the physical threshold of the door being the trigger for, I'm continuing to take care of myself, and remembering that it doesn't have to be just 1 hour at the gym that you're taking care of yourself. That threshold crossing can be a trigger for taking care of yourself in the rest of your day, or as much of the day as you can get away with. And I think that physical thresholds are an excellent way to reframe your mindset. Because think about this. Think about the number of times that you walk through a physical threshold in the day. You obviously have doors in your home. You're going from room to room, the bathroom, inside, outside your bedroom, the laundry room, the closet, whatever. And maybe going through every single threshold is a lot to like re-trigger. But You leave your house, that's one trigger. You get into your car, that could be another threshold to trigger these positive thoughts that you're trying to have. And maybe you go to the grocery store, you walk through that threshold, there's that trigger, positive thoughts. And then you leave the grocery store, trigger, positive thoughts. You get into the car, So do you see what I'm saying? Having these physical triggers is awesome. Sometimes, I suggest that clients set an alarm on their phone as a trigger, but I really think that there's these events that happen in our lives, whether it's like you're ending, okay, here's an example I recently used. Maybe you were starting a new job, for example, and you're ending one chapter of your life, right? I like to think about, instead of just ending a chapter, you're also beginning another chapter, right? What are you going to achieve in that new chapter? Rather than just closing the door on the past, use that transition or that trigger event to open a door for something that you want to happen intentionally, okay? So that's just a thought I wanted to share, because I love how this client tied in the concept of marrying her, ironically, marrying her emotional strength that she's been gaining over the past year with the physical strength that she's hoping to gain she will gain as she works out with us. But I want you to think about that and think about different things that you are trying to accomplish and applying them, pairing them with something else that's positive, pairing them with a trigger, pairing them up with something to help you get through instead of just starting a new habit. What can you pair that habit with that? Here's the thought. Maybe you want to start doing 100 squats a day. Is it just waking up in the morning? Okay, waking up, I do 25 of my 100 squats. Just before I leave the house, I do 25 more. So an event, tying it with an event. Every time the phone rings, I do 10 or 25. So adding some kind of trigger to help you follow through with those habits. So we can look at these as little habits that we're trying to add to our lifestyle, like adding squats or push-ups to our life or whatever, or we can think of these as larger, more monumental habits, such as ending a new chapter and starting a new one, okay? So I just wanted to share that thought with you because I thought the emotional and physical connection was so awesome that this woman started with. So